Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Bitcoin broke above 82K and in a very serious zone here. It looks like it's a short squeeze and looks like we're about to end the target of this short squeeze. I will tell you in more detail soon. We'll review Ethereum. Ethereum is doing the same thing. All these indices are going towards sell zone. You can see S&P 500 also going towards near sell zone. Nasdaq is also near the sell zone. Dow Jones also approaching sell zone, and then Russell 2000 also massive squeeze near perfect area to short. And guys, let's talk in details. Please hit the like button. It only takes 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. Please share this channel with friends and family and subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Thank you so much. All right, so you can see this is very overbought right now. You can see S&P 500 RSI indicator. You can see light green background. This is a perfect area to short. You can see last time it came here, nice dump here. You can see this one's also very close to this white line. We're getting it to very close to extreme levels here. All right, this is an extreme level, new all-time high. 6050 is already approaching. Sure, it can go up to 6200. Yeah, I sure we can go as high as this top red line, but you don't want to be buying here, okay? You want to be buying below this white line. This is not the area you want to participate. If you already made profit, tons of profit, exit, guys, exit. This is a big red flag. Also, Nasdaq, same thing is happening right now. Massive upside move here. Again, it can go up to 22049, but again, very risky here. One of the other things I want to show you is all the gaps. All right, this is the daily chart of SPX. You can see how many gaps it has created. All right, you can see all these are going on a gap up here. There's a gap around 5937, massive election gap here around 5781. Now I don't know when it's going to be filled. It will be filled. So where we are right now, we will definitely be lower than that. So look to take profits, guys. Look to take profit. This looks like a massive squeeze going on right now. To people are trying to short blindly, and then they are just taking it higher and higher market. You can see Nasdaq here. Uh, Again, multiple gaps. Earnings gap 20. Sorry, not earnings. Election gap 20,200. Again here 20,800 gap, and just keep going higher. And you don't want to be participating in this. There are other opportunities like oil, I will talk in details, or gold, or other commodities. You should look into going long on that, not on these. These are already near all-time highs. And only reason it's kind of pumping is because of Tesla, guys. Tesla is not stopping. You can see Tesla here, just going straight up, straight up. This is like massive squeeze of all time. You can see last time we had this squeeze like this, just kept going up and then came back down same time. Okay, so the way it goes up, the way comes down as well. So be very careful with these massive pumps, guys. This is just like a squeeze or from nowhere. Even here, Tesla, you can see massive squeeze up, again came back down. So a vertical move is always, a vertical move higher comes back same way. So I think this is going to be retraced at some point, and you don't want to be caught holding the bag. All right, so just be very careful here with all these. You can see other than Tesla, everything else is just calm down, like nothing else is moving much. So Tesla is kind of moving the whole market right now here, so be very careful here. Dow Jones here, let's show you the chart here. You can see daily chart DIA ETF here. Again, massive gap here, and same thing with Russell. Massive gaps, again gapping up. This is the area you want to short, and let's show you this indicator, which is buy and sell zones. You can see what's happening right now. S&P 500 is in near second standard deviation. Very good area to kind of short, but I don't usually recommend shorting in a bull market. I rather wait for it to come back to the buy zone and buy here. All right. Same thing with Nasdaq near sell zone. All these are in the sell zone right now. Dow Jones, Russell 2000. So just be very careful here. Uh, Also, let's look at Bitcoin right now. Here you go, BTC futures opening on a gap up. All right, massive gap. This gap will be filled, guys. This gap, if you go to 1 hour chart, you can see this gap started here around 77K. So it's going to eventually come back and cool down. Bitcoin is going to eventually come back around 6% to fill this gap. So be very careful. This gap 100% will be filled. There's this big gap, that the other big gaps. Okay, so you don't want to be buying, guys. What I'm trying to say, don't buy here. I think they're doing this move before Christmas, and they're gonna dump near Christmas, in my opinion. Ethereum also, this gap is, if not even filled it, they create another gap. There was a gap down, they just gapped up. Like this is fill actually. So if you go to 1 hour chart, you can see there's a gap here around 2900. So again, this both these gaps will be filled for sure, 100%. So be very careful. Now, if I look at Bitcoin, it's very, you can see light green background on PPO and RSI, very overbought, all right? And also getting a down arrow. So you gotta be not buying here. This is not the area you wanna be buying. Ethereum has also same thing here, okay? And S&P 500, uh, it's not showing on a daily chart, still showing some divergence, but 4 hours chart is showing very overbought here. All right, that's it. So the message is clear. Stay away from this all-time high. Where you do want to buy is oil. This is where you want to be buying. And I did buy CNQ. I shared with my subscribers. And if you want to join, a link is in the description. Join. Click on the description of this video. There's a join button. Join my channel. I share what I'm buying, what I'm selling. I share levels, all these levels, buy and sell zones. You can see crude oil right now is in the buy zone. This is what you want to be buying. You want to be buying things in buy zone. You don't want to be buying things that are in sell zone, guys. You want to be taking profits of things that are in sell zone. Bitcoin, you can see in the sell zone. You want to be buying things like crude oil, okay? All right, so let's go back here. You can see it's coming near, there was a gap they closed, which I removed from here. They could come a little lower around mid 60s, but that's okay. I'm willing to hold, but I think eventually they're going to fill this gap. There's a gap around 74 bucks, so I'm looking for this gap fill at some point. CNQ has multiple gaps, so one of the reasons I bought, because I know these gaps will be filled. Also, there's a gap at the bottom, so it could come all the way lower to 32 bucks, but I'm willing to hold that. But at the end, eventually it's going to fill all these gaps, so I'm going to be willing to hold that as long as it takes to do that. You can see here it dumped and then took a while to go high again. So it looks like they're just doing a cycle. It's going to go like a bumpy ride and then eventually break out. That's okay. Toronto Stock Exchange near highs. There was a gap down. Again, I'm not interested in buying this. Hang Seng Index is doing a bear flag. Eventually, when it comes to 18K, then I think it would be a good area to buy here. Natural gas, massive pump. One of the subscribers asked me, is natural gas done? I'm like, no, there's another pump left in November, and that's what we are getting. Probably it's going to go to new highs. So massive congratulations if you took that trade, 8% higher. Gold is 8 counts buy signal sitting right on 50 moving average. I want gold to go lower, especially in this area, 20 to 23, 2400, and then that will be a nice support near 200 EMA, SMA. Okay, blue lines. Silver, same thing, going want it to go near blue lines. Copper, already near blue lines, but it could go lower here. Copper can even come somewhere here. All right, nice support here. Also, there's a support here on 4 bucks. Palladium, massive move up, massive move down. Near 200 SMA. Let's see if it can hold. Sugar breaking down, still a kind of a flag. Let's see if it can hold here. Wheat not able to close above 470, 570. I wanted to close above 570, but still not able to do that yet. Corn is above all moving averages, consolidating. Let's see if it can bounce from here. And then dollar again pumping. This is the reason gold is going down. Dollar now coming near next resistance, which is around 106. Let's see how much higher it can go. Apple near highs with multiple gaps. Apple is down. Meta near highs. So all these again, all these FANG stocks are near highs. Oh, Microsoft still has ways to go. So Microsoft could be a good trade. Again, you have to look into buy sell zones if you want to buy something like this. That's what I tell my subscriber. That's a good profit of having me in your subscription. You can see it needs to go below 416 to buy again. All right, you don't want to blindly buy things like this. Google is also higher, Amazon is higher, CrowdStrike higher now. Everything is higher, guys. Everything is higher. AVGO is higher. Tesla going to the moon. AMD, Qualcomm could be a nice buy, but there's a gap. So again, there are multiple factors what you want to buy, and you can take a look at this indicator. CNI still can go lower. CP is also possible to go lower. So we'll see, depending on how things shape up. We'll see where these end up. VIX, VIX again, massive gap down. So this gap will be filled at some point. So looks like they did fill this gap. All right. So this gap is filled on Friday, 14 bucks. And eventually, guys, this big gap, you can see everything is high. VIX is also high. I think they're going to drop the market, in my opinion, and then they're going to start filling these gaps. So if a pump high here could be very, very dangerous for the stock market. And I think we're looking, you can see I updated the cycle analysis. We're looking for a top around 21st of November and then eventually come down. So we'll see how this shapes up. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Hit the like button on your way out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.